There are three powers of international organization: the power of classification, the power to fix meanings, and the power to diffuse norms. The power of classification has the feature to classify and organize information and knowledge. The international organization can invent and apply these classifications because they create global and powerful standards. For an instance, the international organization can classify US as the first world country. The power to fix meanings is in a way of naming or labeling a social context from its boundaries. For example, in the countries that are bombarded with chaos, the international organization has the power to let them be aware of the happenings and disseminate legit information. Norms are generated because they help enhance welfare and help the states deal with common problems. The international organization have the power to diffuse norms because they spread their ideas worldwide and establishing global standards.
Discuss and differentiate comprehensively the organs of the United Nations. So United Nations has 5 organs. The first one is the General Assembly, and this is considered as the main deliberative organ as it makes decisions on international peace and security, admitting new member states and including the United Nations budget. The second one is the Security Council. This is to ensure the international peace and, of course, security. The third one is the Economic and Social Council. This is United Nations' most largest and most complex subsidiary body. This is responsible for all economic, social, humanitarian, and cultural activities. If there are any legal disputes between any nations, the International Court of Justice shall take action. Lastly, the purpose of Secretariat is to carry out any substantive and administrative work of the United Nations as directed by the other organs.
The first type of regionalism is the state regionalism. It is the coordination or association of countries. The reason of its formation is first is for military defense, second is to pool resources, third is to protect independence, and fourth is due to economic crisis. Now for the second type of regionalism, the non-state regionalism. These are individuals or organizations that has a powerful economic, political, and social power. They are also able to influence at the national and sometimes international level while not belonging themselves to any country. For example, is the Rainforest Foundation. Now, for the difference of the two, the state regionalism, it is more involved directly to the formation of countries, and the non-state regionalism, this involves the individuals themselves.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for this video, I'm going to pick and answer one question here in the class. So let's get it. So the question is, what is NATO or North Atlantic Treaty Organization and the reason for its establishment? Well, NATO or North Atlantic Treaty Organization was created on April 14, 1949. NATO is a military alliance and established by North Atlantic Treaty, or should we say Washington Treaty. Its focus is to unite all members through political and military practices. The origin of NATO is found in its members in order to balance the rising of Soviet power after World War II. In 1980s, the Soviet imperial rule has collapsed, but doesn't mean that it is the NATO's demise. Thus, the NATO is known to be the most successful alliance in history.
While in military defense, an organization called NATO or North Atlantic Treaty Organization was made, and I'm sure it was already discussed. On the other hand, to pool resources is one of the main reasons why another organization is made, and it was called OPEC or Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, and was established back on September 14, 1960. And the 5 founding countries were Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and Venezuela. This organization was established due to the reasons that they need to regulate the petroleum to every country. And this organization is focusing only on the economic and the stability of the prices of their oil production, and their headquarters were in Austria and Vienna.
NUM or non-aligned movement. NUM is another state regionalism which was established by countries who didn't want to be a part of the major global politic groups. NUM is an international policy of a sovereign state. It does not align itself with any of the power blocks. However, it actively participates in the world affairs in order to pursue world peace, international cooperation, human rights, national sovereignty, racial and national equality, non-intervention, and peaceful conflict resolution. Its headquarters is in central Jakarta, Indonesia. Asian. Asian is a state regionalism that was established in order to boost the economy of the members' countries. Economic crisis compels countries to come together. An example of this is ASEAN, Association of Southeast Asian Nations. ASEAN was established on August 8, 1967 in Bangkok by the five original member countries: Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore, and Thailand. Brunei Darussalam joined on January 8, 1984, Vietnam on July 28, 1995, Laos and Myanmar on July 23, 1997, and Cambodia on April 30, 1999. ASEAN was formed in 1967 by Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore, and Thailand to promote political and economic cooperation and regional stability. Today, the main focus of ASEAN are political security, economic security, and socio-cultural integration.